everyone, it's Mary Beth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. Today I got a couple cute molds for you. I've got this mushroom that's like a little vase. I think it's so super cute. And then I've got this jar mold, and it has kind of like the pleated on the inside. This is one of the lids, or you could just make a regular lid that's kind of pretty too. So I thought these would be fun to do. And what I wanted to try was this new epoxy resin pigment paste from Let's Resin. So for the mushroom, we are going to use the red, and then we'll decorate it up with, the dots will be white, and we'll do some cute things on it as well. And then for the actual jar, I think I'm going to do cyan. I was debating about maybe doing kind of a marble with white and cyan, and I may do that, or I might just, I'm kind of leaning towards just doing cyan. That's where I'm leaning anyways. So I thought we would try that. So I don't know how many ounces, but I'm thinking maybe, I don't know, 12 or 14 ounces for this jar maybe, with the lids, and then maybe 6 for this. That's like 20 ounces. I'll probably do it separately. I'll probably mix up the resin for this first and then go back and we'll mix up the resin for this. So I'm going to set this one aside. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using the Let's Resin large mixer, and I will be using the Let's Resin epoxy 1:1 ratio regular resin. So part A and part B. So I'm going to go ahead and mix up 14 ounces now, and then I'll bring you back and we'll add our pigment paste. Okay, I got my resin poured into my cups. I put it through the bubble remover. I will put it through the bubble remover, and the cups can only do about 4.5 ounces. Otherwise, they'll bubble over. I have no idea how much of this to squirt in here. Didn't need to. Let's see what this looks like. This is going to be a really, really pretty color, I think. Oh, yeah. Ooh, yes, so pretty. So I'm going to stir these up really good. Make sure my pigment paste is all mixed in. This one, I got some on the side. That's not good. Let's see if I can get that off.
How come the stars come to shine when it's dark from so far away? Show us where we are. What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of?
Okay, we've got our resin out of the bubble remover. The last cup's in there now, but we'll get that when it's ready. We're going to start with this lid right here. And I'm going to make sure that that alcohol's all the way around the rim in here and all the little crevices. And then, let's see, there's only 2 ounces in here. I'm curious how much this holds. I was guesstimating 3 ounces on the lid, so we'll see if I was right. That was 2 ounces. This resin is so pretty. This cyan pigment paste is just gorgeous, right? Okay, there's 4.5 ounces in here, so we'll see what we have left in here. But first, what I'm going to do is just get it to where underneath the rim is full, and then I'm going to take a little dotting tool or something and just go around the edges. I want to try to get any bubbles out that maybe I see some in there, so maybe hiding. Let's get them out to the middle so we can pop them. Oh, there's a big one. Come on. Come on. It's a big one that I can't get. Let me try the other side, the dotting tool side. Oh, there's a big bubble. Come on. Sorry, it's just worth it if you spend the extra time doing this step, because I've made jars where I forgot, and then there's bubbles all along here. Some of them are big too. So it's just worth it to try to do whatever you can to prevent the bubbles. I think we did pretty good. I hope so. It's kind of hard to tell. Okay, let's finish filling this up. Let me actually squirt those bubbles that did come out. All right. Okay, what do we have left? We have 2.5. So actually, that took 4 ounces. I'm sorry, we have 3 left. So it took 3.5 ounces to fill that up. So a little bit more than what I was thinking. Oh gosh, I hope we're going to have enough. You know what? I'm going to fill this up last because I want to make sure I have one lid in the container full for sure. And I have a little bit in the bubble remover that we can use also. So let's first fill this. I was guessing 6 ounces for this. So there's 3 in here. So let's see. Look how pretty that is. It's going to be really fun to decorate this for sure. Okay, that cup. And then there's, how much is in here? 4. So there was 3 in the first one and 4 in here. Oh yeah, I think we're going to have enough to fill the lid too, the other lid. Yeah, that took about 6.5 ounces to fill up. So I've got like between a half an ounce and ounce, and then I think I've got about 4 in there. So I think we'll have enough to fill this. Let's hope. Actually, I might be able to dome this some more. There we go. Okay, I do need to wait for the bubble remover, and then we will fill the final lid up. Okay, we are ready to fill the last lid. Let's see, we only have, like I said, I think maybe a half an ounce in this. And I've got 4 ounces in here. So hopefully 4.5 ounces is enough. If that other one was 4, I'm thinking maybe this one is right around 4 also. So I think we'll be okay. And I had maybe a little bit more than a half an ounce, maybe 3/4 of an ounce, something like that. And resin's starting to get a little thick. All right, let's get this poured. It's pretty warm. And I do want to go underneath the rim on this one as well before we completely fill it up. Yeah, we're going to have enough. That's good. That's a really, really small little rim. I don't even know. I mean, is there a rim? It's like super tiny. I guess I should have examined the mold a little bit better. Get in there, resin. Well, let's hope for the best here. Okay, let's dome this. Let me actually spray that real quick. There are a couple little bubbles. All right, I think that's good. We are left with about an ounce left. So yeah, it took, what did I have in there? 4. So it took 3, maybe between 3 and 4 ounces, 3.5-ish to 4 ounces. I don't know if I can, I guess I'm going to have to find something to put that in now. Well, let's do this little flower. Oh, my resin's getting really warm and thick. Uh-oh. Just trying to get it into these little nooks and crannies here. I don't want bubbles. This is such a pretty flower. Okay. And we can do this little rose as well. And then whatever's left, I think I'll put it in my drip mold. There's just scrapings really that's left. There we go. All right. So what we'll do, oh, please don't squirt over if I spray you. We will turn the heat mat on and we'll be back to demold. Okay, are we ready to demold? Look at that beautiful color. I know it's all the same color, but we're going to decorate this really nicely. It's going to be so beautiful. Let's start with our little, we didn't have a lot of extras, but look at how pretty that flower is. That's in a matte mold, but that is such a beautiful color. And then this flower is shiny, so I'm excited to see this color in the shine. In the shine. This is from Glitz and Glitter by Michelle. It's a beautiful flower mold. Look at that. So sparkly. Okay, we will start with our lids here. Okay, I'm hoping we don't have bubbles. Remember, I was a little confused on the rim on this one. I see why now I was confused. I'll show you. Because on the sides, it has this cool, kind of cool looking pattern. So underneath, it was only parts of it that, yeah, that's why. But it's fine. There, it doesn't look like we got bubbles, so that's good. Ooh, that color looks so pretty. All right, let's look at the lid that has the pleated pattern on it. Now this, we wanted to make sure we didn't have any bubbles underneath. So let's hope Let's hope. See if I can get this going here. Oh, okay. There we go. Just a little bit of trimming right there. Actually, I could probably get that off. Just one little teeny bubble there, not a big deal. Well, I guess there's, oh, come on. There's a couple little micro bubbles, but no big bubbles that affects the lid. So this one has a little like chain link pattern on the side too. There's the top. Ooh, it's shiny. Can you see that? So pretty. Okay, now for our jar. This is going to be so fun to decorate. I think I'm going to have to squirt a little bit of alcohol in there. Kind of help me unmold it. Break the seal. Makes it so much easier. There we go. It's working. It's working. All right. Now it shouldn't be as hard to get undone. I say that. Let's hope that's true. There we go. We're getting it. Now you just got to break the seal on the inside. There it is. Okay, let me get my mold back real quick here. Oh, that is so pretty. I know it's simple. It's just a solid color, but we're going to decorate this. This is a nice heavy duty. Look how thick the whatever the thickness of the jar is. It's nice. This is a nice one. I really like it. Maybe we'll put something on the top as a handle. That'll be pretty. Oh, and look, I'm not seeing bubbles. That's so exciting. All right, well, I will take this over to my finishing table and get busy on finishing these items up, and then we'll be back for a final reveal. Okay, we are back now to do this cute little mushroom vase. And what we're going to do, let me re-stir this a little bit. I'm just going to use that red pigment paste by Let's Resin. I made about 7 ounces. I don't think it's going to take that much. I meant to make 6. I always over pour, it seems like. But anyway, so I split it into 2 cups just so they can both go in my bubble remover. So anyways, yeah, let's get some pigment paste in there. Ooh, that's a pretty red, huh? It's a great red for Christmas, Valentine's, anything like that. Yeah, that's nice. All right, let's get this one mixed up. I don't see any pigment paste on my stick. I just want to make sure. I'm going to wipe it and stir again, and I'll do that same with this one. And then what I'll do is I will put them in the bubble remover, and then we'll be back to pour. But look at that red. So pretty. Okay, we got our resin out of the bubble remover. Just going to spray the inside of this. I'm going to make sure that alcohol's everywhere. Okay, let's pour. This is a real simple pour. This, I probably should have used a little bit more pigment paste. It's looking kind of light, but that's okay. We're going to dress this up anyways after the fact. So let me Oopsie. Just kind of make sure that resin's getting into, there's all these little bumps on the mushroom. Yeah, it's going to be real light. It's almost looking orange. Oh, well, I think it'll still be cute. Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have used a little bit more pigment paste, but now I know that that red takes a little bit more to make it more opaque. All right. This little mushroom's taking more than I thought it would, so that's good. I'm glad I made more than I planned on making. Oh, yeah. It took almost all of it. I think I have about an ounce left. Yeah, it's looking real transparent. I'm hoping there's no bubbles in there. I can kind of see through the mold, so I'm just kind of looking around, seeing if I see any bubbles. Let me get a dotting tool. I'm going to go around this lip a little bit. I think I need to pour that last ounce in to fully fill it up. There we go. Now I can see it filled up that rim. I'm not seeing any bubbles, but let's just go around it just in case. Okay. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. Um, gosh, I have a little less than an ounce. Let's see here. Hmm. Let's just do this flower. I'm not even sure if I have enough. There we go. Perfect. It's not domed, but that's fine. That flower doesn't have to be completely full. All right. Well, then what we're going to do is we'll let both these cure up, and then we will be back to demold. Okay, we are ready to demold. We'll start with our little flower. This, remember, is the red. I do need to sand that because I didn't fill it all the way full, but that's pretty. We'll dress it up a little bit. It'll be a cute little magnet. And then here's our mushroom. And boy, did it shrink quite a bit because I had that domed. So that's okay though. Yeah, I'll need to sand that. Oh, I just hope we don't have bubbles. I have no idea how hard this is to get out. You know what? I think I need to, oh, I don't want to break a nail. I think I need to squirt in there. There we go. That's going to help. We're going to break this seal. Get this side. Sorry, this one's a little tough to demold here. Okay, that's better. Definitely better. See how it just helps it slide right off. Oh yeah, much better. There we go. All right, let's take a look. Now it has alcohol all over it, so let me just wipe it. Cute. And it is a little transparent, but I'm okay with that. And then you put a little flower or something in there, I guess. But yeah, we'll dress this up, and then we'll be back for the final reveal with this and our cute, almost like a Tiffany blue jar. It was that cyan color, that pigment paste. So we'll be back for the final reveal. Okay, time for the final reveal. Sorry, I have gloves on. I'm in the middle of another project. So our mushroom, this is our mushroom. I just put a little bit of rhinestones and every other, I don't know, indention thing on the stem and a little bit around here, and I just painted the dots white. And I think it's cute. And we'll put a little flower or something in there, and I think it turned out cute. And then here's the flower with the leftover red. So that was the red Let's Resin pigment paste. And then with the cyan, this is how our jar turned out. And so you could use this lid, and I had leftover where I made this flower. So I just put it on top as kind of a little handle of our lid, as you can see. Or, and I used a lot of pearls, or I did this one, the pleated one, with this flower on top. And I think it turned out super cute. What do you think? I love the pearls against that cyan color. I think it's so pretty. Anyway, so that is our projects for the day. I hope you enjoyed them. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment if you'd like to. I try to get back to everyone. And and I'd love to have you join my little YouTube family if you don't mind. All right, everyone, until next time, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Never thought it would be so hard. I grew up without a scar, just living my life with no big worries. And I've always known what I want, just didn't know what came along. Finding myself a much less happy. Back in the days I used to dream about one day a life so amazing, not everyone judging me.